when you have a game that kind of gets out of hand like the last one did, what do you tell your guys to help them kind of put that behind them?
Yeah, really the corrections. They'll be in a game where it is like that, like you described. There'll be a few more corrections, and so I think you still do that, and then touch on some of the things that might have not been X's and O's. That just you talk through as coaches, and like a game you win. How'd you start? How'd you finish? How were adjustments? Reacting to X, Y, Z. So you still try to go back to what did we do wrong? How can we get better at it? How can we fix it for next week? As boring as that sounds, sometimes.
Coach Leach mentioned after the game that some guys were kind of inventing their own routes in the second half, kind of led to some of the miscommunication. What did you see from your standpoint?
Yeah, a couple times it was just, signal stuff, just communication, which we've been really good with so far this year. And so, quarterback to receiver, receiver to quarterback, some of that kind of stuff. We got to do better.
Is it a pretty easy thing to kind of correct in 1 week, the signal stuff and that communication?
Absolutely, yeah. And we really haven't had a ton of them up until that point. And I just think, sometimes a guy can lose focus or stuff like that. And then, I know we've got to do a better job as coaches. I got to get my guys going better on the inside with stuff like that.
Rufus Harvey had a pretty good camp, only 8 snaps in the game. Is there anything that he's doing that could help him get more playing time?
He's practicing well. I think it's he's still working, and I think his time will come this year. So again, we've moved some guys around and some different things. So now he's doing well, and he's still kind of growing in that process.
Vanderbilt appears to play a lot of zone. What do you see from them coverage-wise, and maybe man versus zone?
Yeah, they do both, like a lot of people, based off the situation. But I think if they could pick one, it would, in the open field, it'd be zone. They're going to do what they do a little bit like we do a little bit on offense. So I think that's what they kind of hang their hat on right now for whatever reason this particular year, and so that's okay, and we're always kind of prepared for both.
Coming off a loss like that, how have the guys been in practice so far this week?
Good. I've always said before, as coaches, it's good we stay young, because kids, sometimes in a good way get over stuff quicker, and so, but you have to. Coaches does a great job with that. Hey, it's over, and Sunday night it's over, win or lose, let's go. And so I thought they turned that corner really quick, which is good.
Is it easier to implement the corrections after a big win or a big loss? So the guy's a little more tender to the suggestion after a loss like that?
I personally don't think so. I think you have to make the corrections, reinforce them, and get on them or not get on them, however the best way is to do it. I know personally I try not to decipher between the team we play or if we win or lose, because they're all really important. They can bite you later. So, I think for some guys it does, particularly for me. I don't get too much into that.